Alright, now everybody knows that Destiny 2 started off really amazing for maybe the first 2 weeks to a month, and then the game got very old, and then finally everyone just stopped playing the game. Like all my friends stopped playing, I stopped playing, the game just got really boring. It does not have the same grinding capabilities as Destiny 1. But on December 5th, we finally got a new expansion, which took a little while, took a few months, but we got it. Today I'll be telling you if it's worth your money or not. I will be going over the pros and the cons of it, and this is all just my opinion. So before I start getting attacked in the comment section, see if you guys are saying like, oh, you're wrong, you're a fucking retard, all this dumb shit. It's okay because it's my opinion, and if you guys are curious if you should buy a DLC or not, this is what I'm here for, because I spent $100 in the goddamn game. So I get the first expansion and the second expansion basically right off the bat as soon as it comes out. So I already played the missions. I played through it twice on both my Titan and my Warlock. And I can say that I truly didn't mind this. I think it was a decent starter for Destiny 2. Now, if we take a moment and think here, a lot of people don't like playing Destiny 2 anymore because it's boring, there's nothing to do, the strikes get old, the same gear, like gear doesn't matter, it all has the same stats. It's just boring, right? So, basically, the new DLC came out, and it's very important that this DLC does really good because it's the first DLC of the game, which is a major big deal, right? It's a big deal. It comes with a level cap, extra power light, fucking level light, whatever the hell it's called. But I'll get to that in just a second. But it's important because if the game's already like flopping as it is right now, how it's getting kind of boring, losing a lot of people, like 60% of the base, 70% of the base stops playing it already. It's a big deal that if this DLC is going to be good or not. Because if it's not good, then what's to say that people won't bring the game back to GameStop and just return it? Like, what if they save the game for this exact moment just to see if the game would be good or not, right? So it's very important that it's good, and in my opinion, I think that they did a decent job. Now, the beginning of the DLC isn't really that good. It's gonna be pretty boring. I mean, it's nice to get on a new planet and discover a little bit. I'll get to that in just a moment, but I'm giving you a rough overview right now. OSIRIS is pretty cool. I think he's people in the fucking campaign call him like the god of gods, basically, because he's the best ever. I don't know, who cares? He's just another human to me, okay? But enough rambling on about this and their success. We're gonna hop right into this and get into the pros and cons of what I think is the best and the worst things about this new update. Number one has to be like this. This is a number one priority here for me. I don't know why, but if you guys realize in Destiny 1, when a new update came out, green gear and blue gear were stronger than your fully maxed out legendary gear when a new piece of DLC dropped, right? So they completely got rid of that now. If you get blue and green gear, I'm 305 power level right now. As of right now, when I get greens, they're like 299, and when I get blues, they're 300. I have yet to get a green or blue throughout the entire campaign twice, that was even close to 305. So I didn't have to upgrade anything, didn't have to switch over weapons. It was amazing. So I'm really glad to get rid of that. So shout out to the guy at Bungie who was like, you know what, this is fucking stupid, we should probably get rid of that. And beautiful. One major issue that I realized as soon as I got in the game is that clan banners feel almost useless to me now. It feels like it's just for starter players at this point and serves endgame players no purpose whatsoever. Like, just look at these rewards. An extra 5 legendary shards, like, that'll come in handy to my collection of over 1,000, okay? The only good thing here is that the legendary Ingram you get from completing adventures actually gives you, I got like a 308, I think, so that obviously scales up. So you get a 308 by default, and you can put a 5 modifier on it, and it'll also go up a little bit as well. So that's like the only real good thing I've noticed out of this, right? Even some people in my club have said it's pointless. It's just, I prefer Season 1's. It's so much better rewards, and hopefully Season 3 has really good awards, because this is pointless right here. Like these rewards right here are absolutely disgusting. I don't know who came up with this, but it was AIDS, alright? But I was live streaming the first couple of missions of the new storyline, and the quests are all 200 power rank at the beginning of the game, I realized, which I'm going to take a wild guess and say that they are 200 power rank because they want you to hop out of like the main campaign and just hop right into this, because when I ended the main campaign on my hunter is only power rank 200 as of right now. I just finished off the campaign on him. When I ended the campaign, I was 200, 210, 220 in between that area. And then the first mission you hop into on this new DLC is 200, right? So I'm guessing they want you to hop out of that normal campaign for new players and just hop right into this new DLC. But if you guys are endgame players like me, we are easily 305 light on multiple characters. I'm 305 on 2 characters, okay? So when I go through there, I'm one-hitting everything. I mean, it doesn't really like ruin the game for me. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't give me much of a challenge. It doesn't make the game feel like that interesting. Like, it doesn't give me a fight. We're just running through a new area that looks cool just to complete the story. Basically, it doesn't really make that much sense to me. Like, I feel like it should scale up to your level, but then again, Destiny, the whole campaign is easy because it's for a casual gamer. I don't know what the hell's going on here, guys, but you have to agree with me on that. So, you know, missions aren't challenging at all. It's just another huge clusterfuck of enemies in each area that you go to, and you can also run past all of them. They have a new door system now where you can literally just sprint, hold X on a door, and go right through the door, and all the enemies despawn behind you. The only real reason you would actually have to kill them is unless you want to level up, of course, which I'll get to in just a second. Even then, it's not really even rewarding to stop and get the kills because you only get like 25 XP per kill, 10 XP per kill. It's just pointless, right? Bungie definitely intended you to come straight out of the game. Like, that's all I can say right there, is that they intended you to come out of the campaign and go right into this new, you know, campaign right here, like the new quest line. But they should have made it. They should have like thought about us endgame players when we're 305 power rank or 305 light level. And we're like, wow, we're just one-hitting everything and giving everything the fucking shaft. It doesn't make any sense to me. But, you know, the new camo looks pretty cool. So as it stands as of right now, I'm pretty sure 360 light is like the max light level you can get, and level 25 is the cap, which I completed the campaign killing, you know, most stuff. I wanted to get a little bit of XP. So by completing the campaign, killing most stuff, I got about 24. I just barely hit 24 when I was barely done, so that does leave room to do public events and some new adventures that are on Mercury as well, which, you know, it's pretty interesting stuff. But that's obviously, they probably wanted to leave you an extra level just so you can go test out the waters, go do actual stuff in the game to level yourself up instead of just grind the, you know, the normal missions, right? But that's very interesting. But the new missions, I mean, it's kind of nice leveling up again because it does, like, I don't know if you guys miss it, but when I'm level 20, it's just capped out and it gets kind of boring after a while. So I'm actually pretty happy when I see like pop up on my screen go like level 21, 22, and you also get brand new Ingrams from this as well. Now, I don't know if people that don't have the DLC get new Ingrams as well, but I know for a fact that if you do, you get really cool. I have really cool like skin colors now, right? I have like a bronze and gold, and it looks really fucking cool. Like, these new shaders are absolutely insane. And also, I got a weapon, I got a new ghost, got 2 new sparrows, all that just from leveling up, which is pretty decent. Even though the sparrows are only 150 speed, and I already have 160 speed on all my classes. You know, it's light work, okay? But I cannot lie though. As you guys already know, if you guys are fans of Destiny for quite some time now, the cutscenes look amazing. They always look amazing. They never let you down. And the cutscenes that have Osiris in them, where he's just going ham, I'll show you guys as of right now on the screen. It's just, they're badass in every which way possible. Now, I got bored of the beginning cutscenes when I was playing on my Titan because I was streaming. You know, they were boring, the loading screens were too long. Skipped through those, didn't really pay attention to the story for the rest of the playthrough. But when I went back through on my Warlock, I watched every cutscene, paid attention to all the dialogue, all that good shit. And then I was like, wow, this campaign's actually not that bad. First, I didn't like it, but when you pay attention to it and you realize what happens at the very end, I'm not going to send any spoilers out, but when you realize that happens at the very end, it's very interesting, and I think it's a really good campaign overall. Now, each mission inside of this new campaign is unique, except the one that you're seeing right here. You're going here on Io to go and, like, I guess just go to the Permidian spot where the strike is, but you're literally doing the entire strike basically by yourself, but it's just toned back a little bit. It doesn't have that many enemies. It's not like certain objectives you have to do, like go capture like the confluxes and stuff like that by yourself. But it's a gigantic pain in the ass. It's annoying. It's boring. Like, if you guys grinded the game as much as I do, you don't want to even look at strikes anymore. Like, you don't want to repeat these strike areas because they're just straight up boring. And what does it do? The whole quest, you have to go through the entire strike area. Okay, so it's not fun here. But I don't like to pick out little things like that, but I just noticed it and it bothered me, so I thought, you know, if you guys noticed it as well, if that bothered you as well, make sure you leave it down in the comment section and maybe we can vent about it together, alright? Now, I don't want you guys thinking that I hate the game or anything like that. I've been a Destiny supporter since Destiny 1 came out on the Xbox at 360, okay? I was in line, alright? The game, I have over like 200 days played on Destiny 1. I only have like 20 days played, man, not even, maybe like 15 days played on Destiny 2. I don't know, it's just so much different. I just don't enjoy it that much, but I'm still not going to bash in the game. I'm going to be giving my honest opinion here. Next up on the list, I had to add it in there. When you get to Mercury, I have to say, this is the best looking planet out of the entire game. Yes, I said it. You guys have been to Mercury already if you played Crucible. There's one Mercury map. It's a PvP area. It's I don't really know how to describe it. It just looks badass, right? But it's all mainly one color. It's kind of like gray, brownish, but it's also directly next to the sun. So you expect everything to be burned, sand, all that dumb shit. But it's insane, like what they did. How they took a color scheme like that and turned it into what it is right now, as you guys are seeing on the screen, it's absolutely insane, and I think that they did an extremely good job with that, and I couldn't ask for anything more. The planet itself isn't really too big to roam around in, like, you know, Nessus or Io or anything like that, but it's still, you can go around, you can do public events, you can do adventures, and go have fun, basically. It's an awesome area. It's really cool for screenshots, and it's just overall, the atmosphere is absolutely insane. If you guys haven't gone there yet and actually just went around and explored, highly suggest doing that after you complete the campaign, obviously, right? It's just, and also the enemy models, they added the enemy models from, if you guys remember, Vault of Glass, when you went inside of the portals, like at the very end of the boss, the Promethean, I don't know what the fucking name is, Promethean? Pretty sure it's Promethean. When you go into the portals, those Vex guys have the halos around their head. That's all you see down there. And there's also new harpies that look really cool. There's new minotaurs that look really cool. It's just absolutely insane. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Between the scenery, new enemies, it's extremely refreshing, and it gives the game like that new feeling that you're actually fighting something new, and it makes you feel fucking useful. You know what I mean? Not useless pile of shit that's sitting there killing goddamn thralls over and over again. All right. But next up on the list, it has to be the coolest mission in the entire campaign, except the final mission. But I don't want to show you guys the final mission, so I had to pick this one because I'm not really one for spoilers. I don't really want to show you guys any spoilers. But you are going through this mission. You are riding your Sparrow through battles between Vex and Fallen and all that stuff, man. You got lasers going at you. You got lasers everywhere. There's a gigantic boss at the very end too that you guys are going to be seeing. It's not gigantic, but it's a pretty big boss. He has multiple stages. It's insane because, like, I actually enjoyed this boss fight. Now, normally you can just go up to a boss, shoot him a few times with a rocket, and he's done, right? But this one keeps teleporting away. At the very end, it's just a mosh pit of a bunch of enemies. Like, it's actually kind of challenging because there's so many ads, and then there's also a big guy shooting at you. But as long as you can kill the big guy off, you know, do enough damage so he teleports away, I mean, you can kill off all the ads, and hopefully you won't die. If you're playing a hunter, you might die because you're gonna be a little bit squishy, but I think you still be okay overall. But my Titan, you know, tanked it out. It was a fun mission, and I really enjoyed it. But I just wanted to note that in there because I think it's really amazing. Like, that has to be one of my favorite missions that I played on this game, and I just thought it was something to note. I'm pretty sure it was the 4th or 5th mission from the very end. Maybe it was the 3rd. Somewhere around there. You guys will notice it, and I think you guys will enjoy it as well if you're Destiny fans like I am. So, and then finally, upon completion of this DLC, honestly, the DLC surprised me. I went into this, I didn't think I was gonna like it. The beginning cutscenes was boring. I wasn't really getting into the story. I didn't really like, you know, all the dialogue, and you know, just giant pain in the ass because I'm just a run and gun shooter, okay? But you know, you go in here, I wasn't enjoying it at first, but the last couple missions, man, maybe like 4 until the end, it was just insane. It just pulls you into the game. There's just so much shit going on at one time. It's just throwing it at you. It's so like action packed. And if you guys get the DLC, the final mission will blow you away. I guarantee you will love it. Try not to look up any spoilers online because you're gonna want to like see that for yourself firsthand. That is something new. At the end of the day, I would go ahead and rate this DLC a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. Now, it didn't have like everything that I wanted it to have. It's missing a lot of key components here. I noticed with the Titan, I don't know if it was this update or beforehand, but when you run and you do your shield dash thing, you don't lunge forward anymore. You kind of just like lunge forward like maybe like a foot, and then you just stop completely. So when you are sprinting, it doesn't help you get to places faster, which is what I liked about it. So that changed now. That kind of just slows you down, so I don't really like that. But there's also some other stuff in the DLC that I don't like as well, such as the armor. Not a big fan of the new armor that they have at the very end of the game. I got the shoulders for my Titan, but other than that, I don't think anything looks good. I think that they could have made Mercury a little bit bigger as well at the very end. Mercury's kind of small. I think there's only 1 or 2 public events, maybe just 1, and there's a couple adventures as well. Now, I will go back into the game later on tonight, and I will be messing around with the adventures, just make sure, you know, just see them, you know, check them out. And then another big thing was the Promethean strike. Was not a big fan of that at all. Repeating that, it was just a gigantic pain in the ass. I hate going through that area over and over again, and it just felt really repetitive at that point. So, you know, that's just my opinion though. But yeah, so I mean, in my final opinion, I would suggest buying this DLC. And if you don't like this DLC, then I would just wait till the next one. Like, if you guys want to watch gameplay, just want to watch a Twitch stream, I guarantee there's plenty of people that are actually going out and playing it. When I actually start my hunter on this DLC, I might even live stream that as well. So if you guys want to stay tuned for that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But I hope this helps you guys out if you want to pick up this DLC or not. If you did, make sure to hit the like button down below, because it helps me out a lot. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more Destiny 2 content like this. Hope you all have a great day. See you in the next video, and stay frosty, everybody.